Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing Friday, and super happy, super blessed that today I was able to end the day a little bit over $1,000. I've been really struggling due to the lack of volatility with natural gas. I talked about it in yesterday's video where during November and December when natural gas was doing extremely well, I had no issue. It was actually I had like my biggest days of like $6,000, my biggest weeks of like over $13,000. And I've been really like struggling to break over $1,000. I haven't been like chasing the dollar value with like, my blind trading and the bird box challenge that we implemented last week. But it was obvious. Like you could see that the volume and overall demand for both UGAS and DGAS and just natural gas in general, the overall progression and degression for just natural gas in general just was not there. So I'm really happy with how I performed today. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. For those that are tuning in for the first time, this platform that I'm using is the TD Ameritrade Think or Swim platform. It's the one that I use. You don't have to use it. You could Google it on how to get started. I have a bunch of videos on YouTube talking about it. If you're part of our Learn Plan Profit group, this is the platform that I break down and that I use. You'll see this in all my live trading sessions every single day. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First, let me show you my overall P&L on the day. So I traded UGAS, DGAS, $1,055.41. A majority of that money was made on UGAS. And obviously, we talked about it very early for my live trading session. So I trade live with the Learn Plan Profit group every morning. Natural gas was just doing a beautiful job. So natural gas is the natural gas future. So this trades earlier than the overall ETF. So the market opens at 7:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, but because of my TD Ameritrade platform, I have the ability to trade as early as 5 o'clock. One thing that I like to focus on is direction. And today, we've talked about this multiple times. How difficult has it been since natural gas was consolidating, in my opinion, almost all week? Like it was really staying and building this like horizontal support with not a lot of margin and not a lot of movement. And it was very indecisive, in my opinion, for natural gas. Today, it was so fluid on what was trending up, what was showing signs of a downtrend, and how to take advantage of opportunities that made sense. Natural gas was trading in between the middle and top VWAP. And only today around like 9 to 10 o'clock did it actually pull back below the middle VWAP. It began to consolidate, it built a support, and then began to make higher highs. Other than that, I think today was one of the, and again, this is like, if you're someone that's just getting started, these are the setups that I would wait for, especially if you're under the PDT rule. It doesn't matter about trading every single day. It matters about, when you're under the PDT rule, so you can only day trade 3 times out of a 5-day period. Then you need to make sure that you make the most out of those 3 opportunities. And if the direction just isn't in your favor, if you're struggling to identify the pattern, or you're just not feeling comfortable with the overall trade, then simply don't do it. Natural gas, again, was just doing a beautiful job making higher highs, making higher lows. It was doing a beautiful job finding the SMA line as a support. Ultimately, it was the middle VWAP and the top VWAP. If you don't know what those indicators are, again, I have a video breaking them down in the Learn Plan Profit lesson library, which is if I'm not mistaken, just refresh your screen, the second link in the description to learn a little bit more about that. But this was natural gas. My huge focus was understanding the pattern. I saw that natural gas was making higher highs, trading between the middle and top VWAP. Great. I understood the direction. Natural gas was trending up. That's in favor of UGAS. It makes sense on why out of UGAS and DGAS, I made a majority of my money on UGAS because UGAS was the one that was trending up. And then the last thing is I actually did not trade for the last, after this last pullback, I sold my position on DGAS almost perfectly, which is where I made my money on DGAS. And then natural gas started to recover. So I didn't trade for like the last 2 hours because I went live with the Flipping Wheels team with Caleb and Weston. But let me go ahead and show you the breakdown on DGAS. Again, overall, it started off kind of strong, got rejected by the top VWAP, started to make lower lows and stuff like that. And then it was just very clear when it broke below the SMA line, which is this green line that you see right here, where it started to make lower lows and lower highs. Again, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. I saw DGAS making lower lows. I saw the overall direction for natural gas. So then guess what? I saw value in UGAS and then it aggressively pushed up. Some of you guys might be asking, well, Ricky, then why did you trade? So I'll show you the profits here as well. Why did you trade DGAS? If DGAS was a downward pattern, why did you trade it? First of all, there's a form of risk anytime investing in something that's trending down. I did a beautiful job with UGAS and how it pushed up very aggressively. So I took advantage of the first push up. So when UGAS pushed above the 2880 and pushed up, I sold at 29.04 if I'm not mistaken on my last trade. And then it pulled back, found the EMA line as a support, and then continued to push up. You guys became so overextended and pushed up so aggressively. The RSI, the MACD, it made sense to me that because it pushed up so aggressively, it's bound to correct itself. And it doesn't mean that it had to happen. That's a risk that I took on. But because it sold off so aggressively, I took a position and then I began to add more as it confirmed an uptrend and then ended up selling almost perfectly. If I'm not mistaken, let me click here to show trades. Let me do this. Here we go. Yeah, I sold at 1350 and it peaked out at highs of like 1372, 113.72. So definitely not bad. And again, it's not like I made a ton of money. I was really just focusing on the patterns, what influenced me and knowing how to sell or when to sell. Again, I told you why I bought it. Well, why did I sell? Look at the MACD, right? Peaked out MACD, overextended, and look at the RSI. It makes sense. It doesn't mean that it's going to push up or touch the SMA line. The overall progression of DGAS is down. There's a huge form of risk investing in down patterns. So I just knew that I had a dip buy opportunity in a sense, and that I had to lock in profits pretty conservatively with the understanding that this thing was most likely not going to recover. And how did I know that? You never know anything 100%, but it's because natural gas itself was showing signs of an uptrend, and that was the overall direction for the day. So all I was doing was kind of going with the flow today. I was trading you guys, going with the flow, did that beautifully. I had an amazing live stream with the Learn Plan Profit group this morning and answered a couple questions, and then had an amazing live stream with the Flipping Wheels team about investing cars, and we did like a live free Q&A and stuff like that. So we had a lot of fun, very productive, if I'm not mistaken, morning. And then now, what is it that we're going to do? What is it that we have planned? There's something else that I have planned for today. I don't know if I was supposed to talk about it or not, but I forgot. So that's pretty much it. So again, overall, $1,055.41 on the day, and extremely happy that I was able to break that 1K day successfully. So for those that are asking, maybe like there's three very common questions that I get. One of the most common questions is like, how much money do I trade with, and to close the $1,000 day. So you guys can do the math. My normal position size today when I was fully invested was $25 up to $28,000. And I took a couple day trades, right? So I would buy with anywhere from $20,000 to $28,000, and then I would sell. And then I would use that same buying power, and then I would buy, and then I would sell. So that's what I was working with today. I closed a little bit over $1,000. I'm very thankful for what I was able to do. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of how much it is that I have when it comes down to trading. And obviously with my TOS, you guys can see that I'm not under the PDT rule, so I don't have to worry about the day trades. That doesn't mean that you have to trade aggressively or just overtrade just because you can. So again, be selective, make sure that you take advantage of opportunities that are only worth it, and say more no than you do yes. So I'm really happy that I was able to end especially Friday on a green now, because as you guys know, I suck on Fridays, and I'm really glad that I'm transitioning into the weekend and stuff like that. I'm in the right mindset and stuff like that. So thank you guys again so much for your time. I hope you guys learned something new in this video. Feel free to browse around our YouTube channel. I'm the largest YouTube channel for those who invest in the stock market. I have nearly 500,000 subscribers. Feel free to check it out. We run the largest Facebook group that's free for those who invest on the stock market as well. That's that first link in the description. It's called TechButt Solutions. We have a little bit over 191,000 members. So we'd love to have you as part of the team. What's going on, Rookie Trader? What's up? What's up? But yeah, just have fun with what it is that you're doing. Don't overcomplicate it. Again, there's a huge learning curve when it comes down to trading. But if you're someone that's passionate about trading and wants to learn more, let's stay connected. And that's really just it. If you guys want the ability to work with me on a closer basis, the absolute only thing that I offer is if you want the ability to message me every day, watch me trade live every single day, and have access to the Learn Plan Profit lesson library, which is designed for complete beginners, be sure to click that second link in the description. That's our Learn Plan Profit course. It's a one-time fee. You get to watch me trade live every single day, and you'll also get access to the update that we have coming up within like a month to 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really happy to have you as a part of the team. The next live stream that we'll have is our Sunday Stock Talk, and then we'll see you at Market Open on Monday, like we do for the Learn Plan Profit group. So I hope I earned your thumbs up. Hope you guys have an amazing and safe weekend. Be safe, have fun, learn something new, make someone smile, and I hope you Valentine's people had a good one yesterday. And for all the single people out there, I made a little bit of a joke if you follow me on YouTube or on Instagram, where you save like $161.92 by being single. So hey, and then we gave a little discount off the Learn Plan Profit course. But yeah, thank you guys again. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on the green now. Take it easy, team.